Should we talk about Webflow storage?
Yeah. So we have bind the data storage to Webflow Cloud. And the way it works, this is something that you should explain, but it seems like this was not a thing before. Did you have
So
access to this?
yeah, so I've had access to this for a little while, and shameless plug on my course, my Webflow Cloud course. I've got tutorials recorded on how to set these up. One might even be live because I remember getting SQLite set up and running. So what these are, they're an aspect of Webflow Cloud where there's three parts to it. You've got SQLite storage, object storage, and KV storage. Now, storage is a funny word in these to name these from Webflow. They're not really. There's the only one. I guess they call it data storage there, but object storage is things like it's an S under the hood. It's an R2, which is an S3 storage. It's a place for your assets, images, videos, documents, whatever. It's a place to put files, and you can, through Webflow Cloud, you can pull and push that data and store. Sorry, not those assets. You can pull those assets. So that's object storage. KV storage and SQLite storage are very, very similar in that they are databases. Essentially, they're databases. SQLite is a relational database, which means you can have several tables and they can reference each other. They're called relational databases. So you could have a user's database. You could have let's use blogs as an example. You can have a blogs database. You can have an author's database, tables within the database. And a blog can be linked to a user, and it can be linked to tags and all the rest of it. Okay. KV storage is very, very simple. It's called key. It stands for key value. So it's simple. This equals that. This equals that. And there's no relationship between them, or at least you would have to do something clever to establish those relationships. But it's obviously a lot quicker. Reading a whole database table can be very costly on performance, but KV is very, very quick, sort of simple data, basically. So as these three aspects are available on Webflow Cloud, I'm assuming this is now they're out of beta, so it will prompt me now to look into the documentation and see if the KV storage, which is the one I was having trouble with, is seamless, and I can just create some KV storage. So that's what it is, and I'm guessing this is just it coming out of beta. It seems to be chugging along. I mean, I don't know. What is the hunger like on Webflow Cloud at the moment? What do people like Webflow Cloud? Do people understand Webflow Cloud? Do people?
I'm not sure actually.
See a need?
I don't use it. I haven't had the need for it yet. I would like to, but I'm like busy doing my own coding stuff, mostly like front end. Let's say design engineering direction. So no, I haven't had the need for that.
So for those that don't know, Webflow Cloud is a way to essentially merge your Webflow project with a Next.js or an Astro project, and so there's seamless experience between the Webflow project and the Astro project, and with that enables you to build very sophisticated apps that are on one part managed by designers and marketers who typically don't know how to code. You merge that with an experience that's hand coded by developers, very advanced. You're doing things that Webflow could never do. And the user will have that seamless experience. They could just log in, and then they're part of the Webflow Cloud experience, but it just looks and feels completely seamless. So that's the simplest way I've just worked out how to describe it. But it's cool. Yeah. It's cool. I have a course on it. I think there's definitely a use case for it, and it just depends on the actual how widespread is that use case?
Yeah.
This is part of a larger conversation on my show, Cmd+AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.